could coil the quilt to tie me with.
Hello everyone. So I just wanted to show you my book that I made. I made this a few years ago. This is a TRIFOLD book. So as you can see, it has the first book and then a hidden book in the back. This is what it looks like from the side. This is the back. So this type of binding is called do-si-do binding. It is an old French way of binding books, I believe. And I was inspired to make this book from watching Practical Magic a million times. And I've always wanted a book like this ever since I was a little girl. And I saw them online for like $700. And I decided, you know, like I don't have that kind of cash. So I decided to just figure out a way to make my own through a lot of brainstorming, and actually made this book for under $50. So I just kind of wanted to show you it and then kind of explain how I made this. It was very laborious. It took me a long time, and I don't really have the resources or the time to recreate that. Maybe in the future, one day I will, if I ever decide to give someone a book like this as a gift or something. Maybe I'll recreate it and do a video on it, but for now, I'm just gonna explain to the best of my ability how I did it and show it off a little bit. So I'm going to do a flip through really quick so you guys see what it looks like on the inside. Some of the pages are going to have writing on them, and I won't be showing any of that. So yeah, when you first open it, this is what the inside cover looks like. This is the pattern that I chose because I wanted to keep it looking authentic and old. So this is what it looks like when you first open it up. I did decide to do unlined pages. That's just a personal preference for me. I didn't want lined pages because I wanted to be able to draw and tape things and everything. So I went with unlined. So this is the first open area. This is the secret book in the back. That is what it looks like when everything is open. This is what it looks like when both books are open. And in the back, same thing, unlined pages. Yeah, so to explain how I made it, this outside cover here, like this whole area, in the spine and everything, is just a cardboard 3-ring binder that I got from Hobby Lobby, right? So the rings would have been like here, and I just ripped out like the metal ring area. So that was the very first step, was to rip all that shit out. And then the second step was to get 2 hardback sketchbooks. So these are 2 sketchbooks, okay? Let me open it. So the first sketchbook is here, obviously. All I did was I glued the front cover to the front cover of the 3-ring binder, and I cut off the back cover. So this would have been the back cover, but I cut it off, okay? So then I glued, like I said, the front cover to the front cover. So this area here are the 2 covers glued together. And then what I did was I glued the spine down to the spine of the 3-ring binder. And then if you look closely here through all the dog hair, sorry about that. If you look closely here, I threaded. See how you see the gaps in the pages here? That's because I wrapped thread through the pages and over the outside of the spine to reinforce everything. That way when I'm flipping through it and bending the pages and fanning them and everything, it's not going to come unhinged here. It'll hopefully be secure. So then you take the second sketchbook and you will glue the back cover of the sketchbook to the back cover of the binder. So this cover here is the sketchbook cover. That's why you need a hardback sketchbook. So this is the back cover of the sketchbook. The front cover of the sketchbook is glued to the back cover of the 3-ring binder. That gives you the trifold, right? And then what you do is you'll lay everything flat like this over the leather. I got the leather, it's vegan leather or pleather, and I got it from Hobby Lobby. You just lay everything flat on it. You'll trace around it. You'll give yourself a 1-inch seam allowance about. You can do 2 inches if you're scared, but 1 inch will do ya. And you cut. And then what you do is you'll glue the inside of this and you'll stick everything down. You'll lay it flat, you'll glue everything, you'll stick it, and then you will start doing your seams. So you'll pull really tight on both sides, this side and this side at the same time. You'll use both hands. I can't use both hands right now to show you because I'm using my other hand to hold the camera, but you'll pull tight on both sides and you'll clip it with binder clips, okay? And you'll need a lot of binder clips. I would get like a pack of 20 and get the big ones. And or I guess medium-sized ones. You don't need the ones that are this big. You need ones that are like this big, okay? And you'll clip them. You'll pull tight, clip. Pull tight, clip. And you want to have, like, up here at the top, you should have 4 clips. Down here at the bottom, you should have 4 clips. On this side, 5 to 6. You know, you want to have a lot. Like, you want them packed in so that everything's really secure. And then you'll leave it to dry overnight. And then you'll take the clips off and you'll glue the seams down flat. And you'll clip them again. And then you'll let that dry. And then you'll come in and you'll get your scrapbook paper and you'll glue over top of that. So you give yourself a nice clean line. Because if this scrapbook paper wasn't here, you would be able to see, you know, leather stretched over the back of the sketchbook and it looks stupid. So you'll want to glue, and then you'll want to glue the scrapbook paper to the back, and then I just also glued it to the first page, and that way it looks like one continuous, you know, leaf here. So that's really all I did. This book jewelry is from a tintype photo album that I got on eBay. It was only a couple of dollars. The photo album itself was really, really, really tattered, like to the point where it could not be saved. So I took the jewelry off and glued it down onto the book, and that way it can, you know, just be beautiful on here in this great ornamentation, and it also gives that antiquity a chance to live a little longer, you know, because in theory I want this book to last me the rest of my life. As far as what I would have done differently if I were to do this all over again, as you can see, there are these like little divots in the leather on the front cover and on the spine. It's not really on the back at all, and it's not really on this part at all. I mean, there's like 2 parts here, and here that you can kind of see it, but it's really, really prominent in the places where it matters most, like the front and spine. And that's because I used E6000 glue, which is personally what I use for everything. It's a really, really great, like long-lasting permanent glue, and it comes out like really gel-like, and it's not malleable. There's no real way to spread it at all, because it's not like it comes out with a brush where you can brush it on or anything. It comes out in a tube where you have to squeeze it, you know. So once it's on there, there's really no way to spread it out. So I thought, because I'm inexperienced, that if I just got it on there and then I rubbed like this, that it would emulsify it enough to where it wouldn't do this, but it didn't. And I thought that I had it on there really good, and I think I did with the back, but the front, I think I used too much or something, or just the fact that I used probably the wrong type of glue. I didn't really research what type of glue I should have used or anything like that. I just kind of did what I was used to, which was E6000, and this is what I got. But honestly, I don't really mind it, because I think that it adds to the, like, old school look of the book. Like, it kind of makes it look a little weathered. And you know what? It adds to the fact that this is homemade. Like, I didn't buy this anywhere. It's not perfect. It's mine. So, and like I said, it did take me a long time to make this. So, I don't really mind. I think that I did a good job for making a book. You know, I've never done anything like this before. The other thing was that during the stretching and tucking process with the pleather, on areas where there's pages, there's really nowhere to tuck the leather in. And I'm still kind of confused as to how they do that when they normally bind books. I don't know if they double it over or what they do, but I couldn't really figure out a way where I could fold it over and not get glue all over these pages and have excess material here. So I just snipped it off with my scissors. So every area where there is pages, there's like little ragged pieces of pleather, which is also fine. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. I think, you know, like I said, this book is going to last me a really long time, so I don't mind it. Yeah, so I hope that you all understand that I didn't make this because I wanted it to be perfect. And I didn't make this because I ever thought that I would be showing it in a YouTube video. I made this for myself. So I really appreciate it that you watched this video and that you took interest in this, if you made it this far. Thank you for watching and checking it out. And like I said, if I ever get a chance to make a tutorial again, I will. But I don't need 2 books like this. So I'm not going to make another one just for a video. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you were able to follow what I was trying to explain. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I encourage you to try it yourself if you also admire books like this. I like rare, weird books. I don't know. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.